Okay, so after watching this episode of Magic Kaito, I have a theory. I have a very good and interesting theory. Most likely, I'm not the only one to think of this theory because this series has been out for a while. But with this content I received in this episode of Magic Kaito, I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I am assuming that this new Phantom Thief, this Midnight Thief, is Kaito's father. That's what I am assuming. Because the old man that gives, Kaito his tips and equipment stuff all the time, he doesn't even recognize this person or know who this person could possibly be. And the way that this dude was introduced in this episode, it was like he was looking out for Kaito. If you look at it from a different perspective, it's like a father figure looking after his son and telling him to stop robbing or stealing things, to get out of it right now while you still have a chance. And that's the way it looked like to me. More I looked at this episode and looked at that scene again when Kaito and him were talking. Now, the voice changer also sets me off, because right there, he had it to where the voice was changed, so we don't have any idea what the voice was, but Kaito said that the voice seemed very similar, like he knows who the voice is from. And instantly I'm like, that has to be his father. What's even crazier about it is that this Phantom Thief was foreshadowed since, like, the beginning of the series, like, episode 1 or 2. I remember when Kaito was, flying through the sky with the gem, and he was looking at it, he looked over and he saw a person, and he didn't know if he really saw someone or not, and then we haven't seen this dude since. So, the mangaka, the writer, has had this planned out since, like, the beginning of the series. So yeah, I like that, because I don't know how many chapters are in this series or not, but that's still impressive foreshadowing. I like that foreshadowing a lot. So yeah, that's my theory. I believe that this new Phantom Thief in this episode that is very identical to Magic Kaito, or Kaito Kid, is his father. It sounds so much like that. Now the question is, at the end of the day, is how did he steal that gem? Like, there's multiple points I was looking at in this episode, and I'm like, how did this dude steal the gem? Like, clearly, the reason how I'm guessing that Midnight stole the gem was when that, the magician dude, or the old man dude that was telling the room to be cold or whatever, I'm guessing Midnight stole the gem at that moment, to when he lifted the case up, and when he was going to look at the gem, and he was looking, oh, this is a shiny gem, and he sits it back in. I'm assuming that's when the swapping took place. Like, that's when Midnight stole the gem. I'm assuming. Now, I really believe that maybe that old man might have been Midnight. I truthfully believe that might have been Midnight, because the way it was done, it just seemed very off. It did, but I could be wrong. But, I mean, it felt like that scene in general might have been Midnight, having some form of mask on like Kaito usually would do, and he was playing off as the old man looking at the gym and then swap the gyms out. That's what I'm assuming what happened. So I don't know until next week. We'll have to see. Now, next week, if I'm correct, is the final episode of Magic Kaito. It's the finale. And that fucking sucks. It really fucking sucks, because we have this new character introduced, and I'm wondering, like, okay, so where's it gonna go from here? Because, I mean, there obviously has to be more to it. I mean, this dude that works, or kind of wants revenge or whatever for Kaito's father, I want to know more. I really want to know more. This sounds like a huge plot point. It really does. And especially when you have, the organization or whatever looking in the background. It's like, oh, we have 2 Kaito kids. It doesn't matter. Regardless, we'll kill whichever one steals the gem, and we'll get Pandora. So it's making me believe that maybe this might be Pandora, too. It's possible that this gem could be. So, yeah. Overall, a very good episode of Magic Kaito. A lot of questions, a lot of theories, and we'll have to see how it's going to end. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.